Hello and welcome to Mindfulness in Nature. Today we will be practicing a more formal practice of mindfulness known as the body scan. So for this practice, you'll need a little more time and a little less interruption. So find yourself a space where you can practice safely and be comfortable, either standing or seated or laying down. And if you like, having some water nearby in case you do get thirsty. We will begin by just getting ourselves comfortable. So just checking in and knowing that if you need to make any adjustments to your position of your body, if you need to sit down if you're standing or just shift your body around, you're welcome to do that at any time. We want to be comfortable. So just checking in and just getting yourself situated, and then we will maybe soften our gaze. If that's comfortable for you to do, you're just going to soften your gaze by either looking down or even closing the eyes if that feels safe for you to do. And just checking into noticing how you're feeling, and if you need to make any of those physical adjustments or take a sip of water, feel free. So we're going to let our awareness drop down into our feet. And you might wiggle your toes a bit and feel the texture of the inside of your shoe. And as you notice that, seeing if you can just let your toes be relaxed, seeing if it's possible to let the toes be soft, even just 1% softer than they are now. And then we'll let that awareness move into the balls of our feet. And then moving into the outside edge of your foot, from your pinky toe all the way down to your heel. And moving across the soft pads of your heels, and then upwards into the curved arches of your foot. Let this awareness move through now the sole of your foot. And again, just checking in to any resistance that you might be observing. Take a breath in and then exhale. And see if you can let the soles of your feet be soft. Let that awareness begin to move into the tops of your feet. And then circling your attention around each ankle. And just observing what sensations are arising as you move that attention up into the lower legs, across your shins, and over your calves. And if you like, you might adjust your feet. If you're noticing any discomfort, just observing that. And then letting that attention move back and over the tops of your knees. And around each knee. And maybe you might notice there's differences between the sensations in each leg now. Then let that attention move to the tops of your upper leg. And you might notice that your hands might be resting there if you're seated. You might notice the texture of your clothing here. Sensations of warm and cool. And just noticing your legs. Any sensations arising, and if you need to make any adjustments, you can go ahead and make those adjustments. Notice any interruptions, and just take your attention back into your body. Notice your hips, and then drawing that awareness into the low back, And just becoming aware of the movements of your spine as you breathe. What happens to your spine as you take a breath in? What happens when you exhale out? Follow that awareness as you move up your spine to the space behind your ribs. And then moving into your wings of your shoulders. And again, noticing the movement here in your body. And as you take a breath in, noticing what happens as you exhale. And then letting that awareness move to the tops of your shoulders, and as you take a breath in, you might feel your shoulders just sag. Let your awareness now move into the front of your body, wrapping around your waist, moving into your belly. You might notice a sense of hunger or fullness, or maybe you feel neutral. See if you can feel your breath here in your belly as you're breathing. Let that awareness move to your chest. And let it move again to the tops of your shoulders. And you can feel your breath moving now in the front of your body. So you take a breath in. You might wish to take a deeper breath in this time. Notice what happens as you exhale. Take a couple breaths here now. Make any adjustments you need, or take a sip of water. And then let that awareness move down from your shoulders into your upper arms. Moving into your elbows and your lower arms. And then your wrists. And then moving into the backs of your hands and the palms of your hands and down each finger into your thumbs. And just noticing what's here. Do your hands feel cool or warm? You might notice that whichever side of your hand that might be facing your body or facing down feels slightly warmer than the opposite side. Now, making sure that you're comfortable again. If you need to make any adjustments or take a drink of water, feel free. Take the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth and glide your tongue over the roof of your mouth, observing the curved surface that's here. Does anything cling to the roof of your mouth? Swallow so that you might clear this space, and let your teeth separate from clenching or touching. Let your lips soften, and then your jaw softening, and then your cheeks. Let the space under your eyes be soft now. And as your eyes might be soft or even closed, so that you might look inward deeper, observing what's here arising. What are you noticing? Mindfulness is paying attention on purpose in the present moment without judgment. So allowing yourself this moment to just observe whatever's arising without judgment. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, let your eyebrows soften. Then your temples. And smoothing the space of your forehead. Notice where your head is in space. Let this awareness rise to the crown of your head. And then on another exhale, we'll let all of that awareness drop down through our body, all the way back down to the soles of our feet. And just noticing. And then on the inhale, we'll draw that awareness all the way back up to the crown of our head. And just allowing yourself here to breathe in and out as interruptions will happen, allowing for that, allowing some space, bringing your attention always back to the breath moving in and out. And we'll just pause here together to breathe. On your next exhale, feel free to bring awareness slowly back outward, maybe looking around at your surroundings, and whether this is indoors and hopefully outdoors in nature, and you're practicing here with me, maybe just looking around at what surrounds you and noticing. And feel free to continue to practice. Thanks for joining me. Take care.